never slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented
Welcome to today's live play-by-play of the Orioles facing off against the New York Yankees today. We want to thank everyone for hopping into our stream. Your support is most appreciated. Before we get started, if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out, and if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family or the NY Yankee Mania family or the Hardcore Sports Network, please consider subscribing to one and the same. Evan, we're going to start out with you. If you could give us today's lineup for today's matchup.
Sure. Absolutely. Good afternoon, everyone. Hope your day is going well and ready to hear some baseball today. We'll start out with the Baltimore Orioles lineup. So they come in with a record of 9-11 in spring training. Leading off and playing left field will be Taylor Ward. Batting second and playing shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. Hitting third and playing first base, Pete Alonso. Batting fourth and catching will be Adley Rutschman. Hitting fifth, playing right field will be Tyler O'Neill. Hitting sixth and DHing is going to be Ryan Mountcastle. Hitting seventh and playing third base will be Kobe Mayo. Hitting eighth and playing center field will be Colton Cowser. And batting ninth, playing second base will be Blaze Alexander. And then on the mound for the Orioles today will be Dean Kramer. And then for the Yankees, leading off and playing center field, Trent Grisham. Hitting second and playing first base, Paul Goldschmidt. Hitting third and playing second base is Jazz Chisholm Jr. Hitting fourth and DHing will be Giancarlo Stanton. Hitting fifth, playing left field will be Jason Dominguez. Hitting sixth, playing third base, Ryan McMahon. Batting seventh, playing shortstop, Jose Caballero. Hitting eighth and catching will be Austin Wells. And batting ninth, playing right field will be Oswaldo Cabrera. And then on the mound for the Yankees today will be Maximus Fried.
Thank you, Evan.
No problem.
Looks like today we have a large majority of the Yankee actually starting lineup playing in today's game. Looking forward to seeing how the boys do. We have a question today. Our poll question of the day is, do you think that Max Fried is going to go 75 pitches in today's start? Answer yes or no. So hop into Yankees The Ugly Truth to drop your vote and make it count. I'd like to welcome SGA, Bill O, Nosebleed, Michael, all y'all. Appreciate you being here in today's stream. And for those of you who haven't rung in, drop a note and say hey so we can acknowledge you too. Damon, welcome.
What's up, Damon? What's up, Michael? How's everybody doing?
We are just a couple of minutes before the start of the game. Joe will be giving us updates on the scoreboard today, and we will drop him out because he has another cast also. They are doing a March Madness game with Jason.
That's right. Go support Jason, everybody. He's doing one game today, Wisconsin versus High Point, and then he'll be doing another game tomorrow.
So support the channels, support the streams. It's important to us. It gets our brand out there a little bit further so that other people can enjoy the same content that y'all do. The game today is going to be interesting, and this is probably the closest we've had to a full lineup that we'll see on opening day for the Yankees. And as anticipated, we're going to start trimming the roster down till we get to our 26. A little bit difficult today because we're running a split squad. The other half of our team is going to be facing the Blue Jays in their park this afternoon. So we'll try to keep you updated on that one as much as possible. But I know that the squad that we have over on the other side of Florida is not a majority of our starters. As a matter of fact, I don't think there are any of our starters, with the exception of Ryan Weathers, who is on the bump today for the Yankees. Hopefully, he has a smoother outing than he has the last few. So, what do you think, Evan?
Well, I hope Max gets some good work in today, and I think that we should hopefully see a good representation from the Yankees today. We'll see, hopefully, Judge come in again soon. Another spring training or 2 game before the season gets started, and get ready to go. But final tune, final warm-up before the thing starts.
And Max is cleaning his spikes off. He's getting ready to set. The umpire is not behind the plate. Hey, Slow, welcome. Umpire is set behind the plate. And the first pitch is on the way. And that is just a little bit high. It is ball 1, and this game is underway. And Fried sets. And he fires, and the pitch is a bit down low. Count is 2-0 to Ward. Fried sets, and the pitch catches the outside portion of the plate for call, strike 1. Count is 2-1. Fried sets and fires, and the 2-1 is hammered foul down the third base line. Count is evened at deuce. All right, Joe, I'm going to drop you down, brother. Welcome, Ronald. And Fried sets. Pitch is on the way, and the curveball is tap foul down. So the count remains deuce. And Ward has taken his one and only timeout for this at bat. Fried sets. Pitch is on the way, and that one is fouled off. That is the 6th pitch of this at bat. Hey, Charles, welcome.
Hey, Charles.
Fried sets and fires, and the fastball is just a bit low. I think he might have actually caught the strike zone on that one, but they're not going to challenge, so the count is now full, 3-2. And Fried sets, fires, and the pitch is inside. That's ball 4 to Ward. So the Orioles are going to have their first runner on base, and Gunnar Henderson is coming back. As you know, he was part of the WBC team for the USA, and this is his first return back to spring training. Fried sets and fires, and the cutter is in there for call, strike 1. Count is 0-1. Freed sets and fires, and this one is bounced to the second baseman. Jazz flips it to the shortstop, and the relay is not in time. So that is a fielder's choice. Ward is erased at second base. Caballero just could not get enough oomph on it to get Henderson for the double play. Coming up to bat is Pete Alonso. If you remember the first time he faced up against us, he had a freaking monster 2-run homer that gave them the lead and the win for our first game of spring. And the pitch is on the way, and the curveball, actually it's a sweeper, is inside. Count is 1-0. Freed is 11 pitches deep into this game. And there's a pickoff attempt at first, and Henderson is back safely. Freed is staring the runner down. He sets and fires, and the fastball is off the plate. Count is 2-0 to Alonso. And Freed sets, and the pitch is hammered at Caballero, and he throws across to first base to record the double play. Non-conventional 6-3 double play, and that is going to do it today for this half of the inning for the Orioles. Coming up in the bottom of the first is going to be Trent Grisham, Paulie Goldschmidt, and Jazz Chisholm Jr. 1, 2, 3. What do you see?
I like that excitement, Ken. We're getting ready for opening day. I like it.
Max, look. Yep. Well, as you know, opening night is next Wednesday night. I let my bowling compadres know that they were shit out of luck because I am not going to be bowling on opening night, and I'll be here calling the live play-by-play with y'all. So
Awesome.
this will be one of the rare Wednesdays in the evening that I will be calling a live play-by-play.
Awesome. Going to be another great season. Looking forward to it.
Seems like Max was working on some of his breaking stuff and he didn't really hit on point. So hopefully he cleans it up next inning. SJ, I thought you were running your own stream on opening night. Dean Krimmer's on the bump today. So hence, he is throwing lightly and getting ready to throw his first pitch of the day.
Looks like the Orioles got their starters out there today against us.
A lot of them. And Kremer sets. First pitch is on the way, and Grisham swings through and misses on the four-seamer. That was a 92-mile-an-hour fastball. And Kremer sets. Pitch is on the way, and this one is hammered into the gap. It's going to take O'Neill all the way to the warning track. And that is a long single for Trent. So the Yankees have their leadoff hitter on. Coming up to bat is Paul Goldschmidt, first baseman for today. And the first pitch is on the way, and the cutter is right down the heart of Broadway. Call strike one. Count is 0-1 on Goldie. And the pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed. Count is 0-2 on Goldie. Kramer sets and fires, and the pitch is waved at by Goldschmidt. Foul tipped into the glove of the catcher. So that is a good morning, good afternoon, and good night to Paul. First out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Jazz Chisholm. Yeah, Michael, not a surprise to me either. It was a surprise to my bowling team, though, that I picked baseball over. And the first pitch is on the way, and the fastball is off the plate. Count is 1-0. Let's hope Jazz can pull his head out of his stump and actually play baseball and not sit there and argue with the damn umpire.
I agree.
And the pitch is on the way, and it is off the plate. Count is 2-0. And Kremer sets, fires, and the pitch is right down the heart of Broadway. Call strike one. Count is now 2-1 on Jazz. Pitch is on the way, and this one is hammered foul deep into the right field stands. So the count is evened at deuce. What color is your goose? Two-strike hitting, Jazz. 70% approach. Choke up a little bit, brother. And the pitch is on the way, and the splitter is up out of the strike zone. Count is now full, 3-2. And Kremer sets, and he throws a lollipop throw to first base. Grisham is back standing up. And Kremer sets and fires, and that pitch is up high and away for ball 4. The Jazz is going to strip his crap off and head to first base. Yankees are going to have Grisham at second, Chisholm at first, and big Giancarlo Stanton coming up to bat. Roberto Ortiz is our umpire behind the plate today, and he is actually considered a neutral umpire. Very rare that we find one of those. And Kremer sets, and the cutter is off the plate. Good to see Stanton take that one. Count is 1-0. In spring training, Stanton is hitting .250 with 3 home runs, 4 RBIs, and a .950 OPS. And the pitch, actually, it looks like that is a balk by Kremer. And runners are going to advance to second and third with 1 out. He stepped off. There is no first baseman at first base, so that is a balk. That's it. That's an easy one. And the pitch is on the way, and Stanton takes a mighty chop and fouls that one straight back. Count is 1-1. Situational hitting, situational hitting, situational hitting. And the pitch is on the way, and this one is fouled straight back. Count is now 1-2. And the pitch is on the way. And this one is hammered deep to left field. And this one is, oh my God, that one just went foul.
Oh, just
that
missed
was a freaking massive shot, but they've got shit camera angles at this field.
Remember last year when Judge hit one and they called it foul?
Yep. And honestly, I can't tell. They need to raise that damn foul pole.
Yeah.
Because it looks like it bowed around it, and I think it was gone. And the pitch is on the way, and the cutter is down low. Count is now 2-2. And the pitch is on the way, and Stanton fouls this one off. Count remains deuce on Stanton. He is definitely fighting. Looks like he's got his midseason swing in. And the pitch is sky deep. This one's going to be deep center field. Runners are tagging, and the Yankees are going to score the first run of the day. Nice sacrifice fly by Giancarlo Stanton. Situational hitting on point. Yankees lead 1-0, and we have a runner at third base with 2 outs. Jason Dominguez coming up to bat, so let's see if the young lad can do a little bit of situational hitting and bring in the second run of the inning. Stanton definitely looks smooth in that bat, fouling and taking pitches. And the four-seamer is on the way, and it is inside. 94-mile-an-hour fastball from Kremer. Count is 1-0 on Dominguez. Dominguez is fighting for a spot on the roster. Brandon, welcome to the stream. Next pitch is on the way, and that four-seamer is up high. Count is 2-0 on Jason. And Kremer sets, fires, and the curveball is swung on and missed. Looked like Dominguez was trying to make it a 3-0 game, but nothing but air. And the pitch is on the way, and that splitter is down in the dirt. Count is 3-1 on Dominguez. That is correct, Brandon. Opening day is next Wednesday, 8 p.m. Be here or be square. And the pitch is on the way, and the ball is up and away. That is going to make it ball 4, and Dominguez is going to strip his crap off and head to first base. That is the second walk of the afternoon for Kremer. Yankees have runners at the corners, and Ryan McMahon. The Yankees will be facing off in San Francisco against the Giants on opening night. Then we have Thursday off, and we will be playing Friday and Saturday. Sunday will be off because we'll be traveling to Seattle. Start our second series of the 2026 calendar year. And Kremer sets, pitch is on the way, and he is going to paint the outside corner for call. Strike 1. 92-mile-an-hour fastball. And the pitch is on the way, and it is chop foul. Count is 0-2 on Ryan McMahon. Come on, Ryan. Let's get a little bit of rat-a-tat. Bring that run in. Brandon, I will have to look that one up because I am not sure off the top of my head. I know our first three series are the Giants, Mariners, and the Marlins. And the pitch is swung on and missed. That was a 94-mile-an-hour fastball, and he is down on 3 pitches. Another good morning, good afternoon, and good night. That is going to do it for the Yankees in the bottom of the first. Coming up in the top of the second is going to be Adley Rutschman, Tyler O'Neill, and Ryan Mountcastle. For those of you that have hopped into our stream, want to extend our thank you for taking time out of your busy Thursday to listen to a little bit of baseball. Your support is most appreciated. If you have not, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you are not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, the NY Yankee Mania family, or the Hardcore Sports Network, please consider subscribing. I'm trying a little bit of an experiment today for those of you who are not subscribed. If you look in the upper right-hand corner of the picture, there is a QR code. That takes you right where you need to go to subscribe to Yankees The Ugly Truth. Give it a shot. Let me know if it's actually working. Welcome, Darren. Appreciate you hopping in the stream. And I will be handing the mic off to Evan to call the second inning. Lead away, my brother.
Thank you, my brother Ken. Awesome job. Something that I really liked from the Yankees there was their patience in their at-bats. Good job by Stanton, situational hitting. And, just a good job with that, getting that run across the board. So to answer Brandon's question, I did find out when the Yankees were playing the Astros. So the first series that we play them will be in Houston, and that will be on Friday, April 24th, Saturday, April 25th, and Sunday, April 26th.
Thanks, Nosebleed. Appreciate you checking it.
Yes. So here we're going to the top of the second inning here. Orioles are coming up to bat. Max Fried is back on the mound. First pitch on the way from Fried is a little bit outside. Count is 1-0 on Adley Rutschman. One 0 count on Rutschman here in the top of the second. The 1-0 pitch on the way from Fried. He deals, and the pitch is in there for a called strike. With a 78-mile-per-hour sweeper, the count is 1-1. 1-1 on the way here from Fried. Fried kicks and fires the 1-1 pitch, and this one is grounded right to third base. McMahon has it, throws over to first, a high throw, but Goldschmidt is able to corral that one and stay on the bag. So there's one out here in the top of the second inning with Tyler O'Neill coming up to bat.
Yeah, Damien, trying to work with a little bit of modern technology and get up there. There are other things with the stream that I want to do, but some of it takes money to build a new computer. So when that gets up, I will be adding a lot more graphical stuff. My son John and I are working. Be patient.
Here comes the first pitch from Fried, and that one is in there for a called strike. Sorry to cut you off there, Ken. Were you going to say something?
No problem, sir.
Okay.
You were calling the game. I'm talking.
Here comes the 0-1 on the way. Fried deals, and the pitch is outside. Count is 1-1. Here comes the 1-1 pitch on the way from Fried to Tyler O'Neill. And the 1-1 Fried deals, and this one is popped up into shallow center field. Out goes Jazz. It's actually going to be into right field as Cabrera is there to make the catch. So there's 2 away here in the top of the second. Fried looks to be commanding the zone better with his off-speed pitches in this inning. So up to bat now is Ryan Mountcastle. 2 outs here in the top of the second. Nobody on. First pitch from the lefty Fried. He deals, and that one is just off the plate. Slider misses about an inch off the outside corner, and the count is 1-0. Here comes the 1-0 pitch from Fried. He kicks and fires, and the curveball misses outside. Count is now 2-0 on Mountcastle. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Fried deals, and that one is lined back right up the middle, and that's going to be a base hit for Mountcastle. Goes back into center field there, and Grisham will field and fire back in. So Orioles have their first base runner here in the top of the second. That was a curveball by Fried, and he just left it hanging on the outside corner. Mountcastle with a good piece of hitting there. So that will now bring up the Orioles' third baseman, Kobe Mayo.
Welcome to the stream, John the Beagle Dad.
Fried fires the first pitch, and that one is in there for a called strike. Count is 0-1. Kobe Mayo is hitting .464 in 11 games this spring. The 0-1 pitch from Fried. He's going to look back at first and step off the mound here. So we'll wait to do the 0-1 pitch. Top of the second, Orioles have a runner on first, 2 outs. 0-1 pitch on the way from Fried. He kicks and deals the pitch. This one is swung on and grounded foul outside of third. Count is now 0-2. 0-2 on Kobe Mayo here in the top of the second. Fried is at 24 pitches. Here comes the 0-2 pitch from Max Fried. Looks back at first. He's going to kick and fire the pitch, and this one misses high and away. Count is 1-2.
Thank you, Bill.
The 1-2 pitch on the way here from Fried.
We are not calling the other play-by-play because the game is on right now. And I'll tell you that the Yankees are down 1-0 to the Blue Jays. Dalton Kershaw hit a home run in the first inning. They're in the bottom of the second right now.
The 1-2 pitch was fouled away, so we'll do it again. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Fried sets and fires the pitch, and the changeup misses outside. Count is now 2-2. Count is 2-2 on Mayo. Orioles have a runner on first. 2 outs. Here comes the 2-2 from Fried. He sets and fires the pitch, and this one is swung on and driven in the air to left field, but it's going to go foul.
No, Bill, Judge isn't playing in either game.
Nope, Judge is not playing today. However, he is back with the team. So we'll do the 2-2 again. And Mayo will take his batter's timeout. So we'll wait a few seconds here. Pitch clock resets. 2-2 pitch on the way here from Fried. Has the sign, looks back at first, kicks and fires the pitch, and this one is inside. So count is now 3-2 on Mayo. 0-2 to 3-2. Fried has now 29 pitches in the second. Here comes the 3-2 on the way. Fried sets and fires, and the pitch is swung on and hit deep in the air to left field. That's going, and that one is going to be gone out there in left field. Goes over the railing there in left field. A long home run for Kobe Mayo. Puts the Orioles up 2-1 here over the Yankees in the top of the second. He got a hold of that pitch.
Yeah. Fried is showed the Sybil that he pushed the pitch. He didn't throw the pitch.
Yeah. So now that will bring up Colton Cowser for the Orioles. First pitch from Fried is a sinker that misses way inside, goes to the backstop. Count is 1-0. Here comes the 1-0 pitch from Fried. Kicks and deals the pitch, and the sinker misses down low. So the count is now 2-0 on Cowser. 2-0 here on Cowser. Orioles have taken a 2-1 lead in the second. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Fried sets and fires the pitch, and that one just misses the outside corner. And I mean just misses the outside corner. Count is now 3-0 on Cowser. Here comes the 3-0 pitch. Fried sets and deals the pitch, and that is a ball down low. Fried deals a 4-pitch walk here to Cowser. So that is the second base runner of the day for Baltimore, or second base runner of the inning for Baltimore. Now Fried losing a little bit of command. Orioles have runner at first base with 2 outs. Their 2 runs were on a home run this inning by Kobe Mayo, a two-run home run into left field. Here comes the first pitch to Blaze Alexander, and he swings and misses at a high cutter. Count is 0-1. Here comes the 0-1 pitch from Fried to Alexander. Looks back at first. Now fires the pitch, and this one is swung on and grounded to third base. McMahon has it, throws over to first, and that is going to be in time for the out. So Fried gets the final out of the inning, but not before Kobe Mayo hits a 2-run home run for Baltimore. That home run came with 2 outs in the inning. So they lead 2-1, and we'll go to the bottom of the second. Coming up for the Yankees in the bottom half of the second inning will be Jose Caballero, Austin Wells, and Oswaldo Cabrera. So, Ken, your thoughts on that?
Welcome to the stream, Robert. Appreciate you hopping in on this busy Thursday afternoon to catch a little bit of baseball. Your support is most appreciated.
What's up, Darren?
Those of you who have hopped in the stream, the Orioles are up on these 2-1, head to the bottom of the second. If you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Hardcore Sports Network, NY Yankee Mania, or Yankees The Ugly Truth, please consider subscribing. And for those of you who are not subscribed, there's a QR code in the upper right-hand channel or corner of this screen for this channel. Give it a shot, and it should make it easier to subscribe if you desire. No, the split squad game, Robert, is going on right now at the Blue Jays complex. They are in the top of the third. Jays lead 1-0 off of a first inning home run off by Dalton Varsho off of Ryan Weathers.
So we're going to the bottom of the second. 2-1 Orioles lead here at George M. Steinbrenner Field. Jose Caballero will be coming up to bat here for the Yankees. Dean Kramer is on the mound. First pitch on the way from Kramer, and the righty fires, and the pitch is high. This is upstairs. Count is 1-0. Kramer at 27 pitches here in the bottom of the second. The 1-0 pitch, the righty deals, and the 1-0 pitch is, I guess, just misses a little bit upstairs. Looked like it was a good pitch to me. Count is now 2-0. Tight strike zone today. Wouldn't say he's
Neutral
Neutral
umpire today.
Yep. The 2-0 pitch was swung on and missed. So now the count is 2-1 on Jose. The 2-1 pitch, Kramer fires, and this one is fouled away right off the catcher's mask. So the count is now 2-2 on Jose. Yeah, I mean, he is neutral, but a pretty tight zone today. Here comes the 2-2 pitch, and this one misses down low with the cutter. Count is now 3-2 on Caballero.
Welcome to the stream, Sean.
What's up, Sean? 3-2 pitch on the way here from Kramer. And he kicks and fires the pitch, and this one is swung on and fouled away. So we'll do the 3-2 payoff pitch again. Here comes the 3-2. Kramer sets and fires, and the pitch is swung on and lifted in the air to left field, going back as the left fielder. But he has room, and he will make the catch there. After he started back, he came in a little bit. And that was Taylor Ward in left field making the catch. So 1 out here in the bottom of the second. That will bring up Austin Wells, the catcher.
No problem, John.
Here comes the first pitch from Kramer to Wells, and Wells fouls this one back. Count is 0-1 on Wells. Age on the Beagle Dead. Here comes the 0-1 pitch from Kramer. And this one is a ball. Misses with a splitter. Count is now 1-1 on Wells. Here comes the 1-1. Kramer sets and fires the pitch, and this one is grounded foul outside of first. Count is now 1-2 on Austin Wells. Wells takes his batter timeout, so we'll wait to do the 1-2. Here comes the 1-2 pitch from from Kramer. Kramer deals, and the 1-2 misses high and away. Count is now 2-2 on Wells. One out in the bottom of the second. 2-2 pitch coming to Austin Wells. Kramer sets and deals on the pitch. Misses just high and away with the cutter. Count is now full 3-2. 3-2 here on Wells. Here comes the 3-2. Kramer sets and fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Kramer went with an outside sinker there. And Wells chased for strike 3. So there are now 2 outs in the bottom of the second. Nobody on base. And that will now bring up Oswaldo Cabrera, the right fielder. Here comes the first pitch from Kramer to the lefty Waldo. And this one is fouled away. Count is 0-1 on Cabrera. Cabrera has no hits and 8 at-bats so far in his spring training season. He did come back a little bit late after he was injured last season. The 0-1 pitch on the way is outside. Count is 1-1 on Cabrera. The 1-1 pitch is on the way here from Kramer. sitting at 41 pitches. Here comes the 1-1. He sets and deals on the pitches, swung on and missed. That was a beautiful splitter there from Kramer that started out over the plate and it just dove down and away. Count is now 1-2 on Cabrera. Here comes the 1-2. Kramer sets and fires on the pitch. Just misses down low with the same exact pitch, just a little bit inside on his location. Count is now 2-2. 2-2 pitch on the way. Kramer deals, and the 2-2 swung on and missed, strike 3. So that'll do it for the Yankees in their half of the second. They go down 1-2-3 on a flyout and 2 strikeouts. We go to the top of the third. Orioles coming up to bat. They lead 2-1. And I'll hand this off to the Master Chief, Ken.
Welcome, Aminex. Appreciate you hopping into our stream today.
And just a disclaimer, Animex is my friend Terrence. So thank you, Terrence, for being here.
All right. Roger Dodger, brother. For those of you just hopping in the stream, we are heading to the top of the third. Orioles lead our Yankees 2-1. Coming up to bat in the top of the third for the Orioles is Ward, Henderson, and Alonso. 1, 2, 3. Let us know what you see.
I'd like to see the Yankees get some more base runners, be more
If
active.
you haven't, hop over to the Yankees, The Ugly Truth, and answer our poll question today. Will Max Fried make 75 pitches today? We have the 18 votes out of the 33 people in the stream. So hop over, drop your vote, and let your vote be counted. If you have not, please hit the like button, share the channel out. If you're not a member of the Hardcore Sports Network, Yankees the NY Yankee Mania, or Yankees the Ugly Truth, please consider subscribing. If you notice in the upper right hand corner, there is a QR code for the Yankees the Ugly Truth. And the first pitch is in there for call, strike 1. Nice cutter to Ward at the top of the zone. Ward does not have an official at bat. He walked in his first at bat. And the next pitch is bounced through the infield and going to go into center field. Grisham is going to get the ball back in, and that is another leadoff hitter on board for the Orioles. Coming up to bat is Gunnar Henderson. And the pitch is on the way, and that is a sinker in there. Call, strike 1. Count is 0-1. And Max sets. Checks on the runner at first, and the pitch is on the way. And this one is slapped into left field. Dominguez is closing on it, is going to make the play for the first out of the inning. Runner is going to remain at first. Coming up to bat is Pete Alonso, 0 for 1 on the afternoon. Hit a line drive at Caballero and was turned into a double play. And Fried sets. Pitch is on the way, and the cutter is low on the way. Count is 1-0 on Alonso. Freed sets and fires, and the four-seamer is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 1-1. And Freed sets and fires, and the curveball is off the plate and low. Count is 2-1. And Freed sets, fires, and the changeup is down low. Count is now 3-1 on Alonso. And Freed sets and fires, and the sweeper is in there for call. Strike two. So now it is a full count on Pete Alonso. Freed's eyeball the runner at first. And the pitch is out of the way, and the pitch is off the plate for ball 4. So Alonso is going to strip his gear and head to first. Coming up to bat is catcher Adley Rutschman. Freed is laboring in today's outing. He's at 46 pitches already. Just not locating well today. And the pitch is on the way. And this is lined into right center field. And the runners are going to go. And it looks like the Orioles are going to score another run. And they are leading now 3-1. Tyler O'Neill's coming up to bat. Good at bat by Rutschman. And the pitch is on the way, and the sinker catches the outside corner for call. Strike one. And the pitch is on the way, and the cutter is just a bit inside. Count is 1-1. And the curveball is in there for call. Strike two. Count is 1-2. Freed sets and fires, and the changeup is off the plate. Count is going to be even at 2-2. And it looks like the Yankees are going to challenge this call. And it is going to be overturned. That hit the corner, and that is going to be call. Strike three on Tyler O'Neill. So he is retired on strikes. Brian Mountcastle is coming up to bat. He had a single in the first inning and scored a run. So there are 2 on and 2 out. Freed sets and fires, and the fastball is off the plate. Count is 1-0. And that was Fried's first strikeout of the afternoon. And there is a pickoff attempt at second. Welcome, Charles. And Fried sets. And the fastball is tap foul straight back. Count is going to be evened at 1-1. Fried spins and fires, and the runner is back safe. That was a close play. Fried would have thrown that one closer to the bag. They would have gunned the runner at second. And the count is 1-1. And the next pitch is on the way, and the cutter is inside. Count is 2-1 on Mountcastle. And this pitch is skied to left field. Caballero and Dominguez are back, and Caballero is going to make the play in short left field. The Orioles are going to add one in the top of the third to bring the count to 3-1. Coming up to bat in the bottom half of the inning is Grisham, Goldschmidt, and Chisholm. Now I'm going to bring Joe up to give us a scoreboard update. Welcome, Joe.
How you doing, guys? Everybody doing well? Fried is really, really struggling today. Unbelievable, really. Let's get to the scoreboard. Not much going on right now, but the Cardinals 1-1, bottom of the third. The Philadelphia Phillies 3-0 over the Rays, end of the fourth. And the Yankees in the other game are down 3-0, bottom of the third. Everything else is much later. Twins, Red Sox, Pirates, or Orioles split squad later on. The Mets, Astros, Angels, Royals, Guardians. So they have another split squad. Diamondbacks, White Sox, Giants, Rockies. White Sox is a split squad. Padres, Marlins, A's, Rangers, Brewers. All later on tonight. So we just have a few games going on until at least 5 o'clock Eastern time. So that is your scoreboard as of right now. I want to thank everybody for being on. Jason right now is doing a March Madness game on our second channel. Maybe if anybody has any basketball relatives or anybody that likes March Madness, please go take a hello to Jason at World Sports Mania Entertainment. And let's go Yankees. Guys, I will see you later. Busy day in sports.
Sure is.
Yep. All right. Thank you, Joe. Drop you down again. And we're back to the top of the order. And the first pitch is a sinker that is up high. Count is 1-0 on Grishbaum. He is 1-for-1 on the afternoon with a single and scored the Yankees' only run. And the next pitch is a curveball down low. Count is 2-0. Kramer sets and fires, and this ball is a massive elevator shaft home run. And the third baseman is running all over Helen Creation, and he makes the play on the infield grass for the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Paul Goldschmidt. Hey, Nancy, welcome to the stream. Appreciate you hopping in today. And the pitch is on the way, and the four-seamer is up and in for ball one. Next pitch is on the way, and this is chopped off the place, and this is going to dunk in over the shortstop head. So that is going to be a base hit for Paulie Goldschmidt. Coming up to bat is Jazz Chisholm Jr. He does not have an official at bat. Welcome, John. He walked in his first plate appearance. And Kramer sets and fires, and Jazz fouls this one straight back. And Kreber sets. Pitch is all the way. That fastball is off the plate. Count is evened at 1-1. And the next pitch is on the way. It is in there for call, strike one. And of course, Jazz is going to fucking review this one. And guess what? It is confirmed that is a strike, so the Yankees lose their first challenge. I don't know. God's honest truth, if I was Boone, Jazz would have specific instructions not to review ABS calls. He is freaking horrible at it and never thinks he takes a strike. And Kramer sets and fires and puts a fastball up under Jazz's chin. Count is evened at deuce. What color is that damn goose? And the pitch is on the way, and Jazz hammers this one foul down the right field line. Count remains 2-2. And Kramer sets. Pitch is on the way, and Jazz waves at a ball out of the strike zone for call, strike three. That is the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is big Giancarlo Stanton. He does not have an official at bat, but he does have an RBI on a sacrifice fly in his first plate appearance in the first inning. And the first pitch is on the way, and that is inside for ball one. Count is 1-0. Kramer sets and fires, and oh my goodness. This is a high drive. This is going to center field. And oh my gracious. Outstanding catch by Kozer. He is up in the air and makes the catch over his shoulder. And that is going to do it for the Yankees in the bottom of the third. Coming up to bat is Mayo, Cowser, and Alexander. I want to thank everybody for being here this afternoon in today's live play-by-play of the Orioles versus the Yankees. If you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. If you're not a member of the Hardcore Sports Network, Yankees, the NY Yankee Mania, or Yankees, the Ugly Truth, please consider subscribing. I have got a new QR code in the upper right-hand corner of this stream. Take your cell phone out, hop in and become a member of the family. And I'm going to be handing the top of the fourth inning off to Evan. So it is all yours, brother.
All right. Appreciate that. Good job on the third inning. Stanton's been getting robbed of some extra base hits. Even in yesterday's game, he hit a couple of fly balls deep into left field, but they were caught on the warning track. So just unlucky for Stanton. Some of them have been off the end of the bat, but that one was hit well. Surprisingly, that one didn't travel that far. So we're going to the top of the fourth. Orioles lead 3-1 still in this game. Kobe Mayo, who hit a 2-run home run for the Orioles in the second inning, will come up to bat first here in the top of the fourth. He put the Orioles up 2-1 in the second. Game is almost back here. See if Fried will come back on the mound. It looks like he will come back on the mound here for the fourth. So Mayo steps in. First pitch on the way here from Fried. Kicks and fires the first pitch, and that one is in there. Catches the inside corner with a changeup. Count is 0-1. Here comes the 0-1 pitch on the way from Fried. Kicks and fires the pitch, and this one is grounded slowly, but McMahon on the backhand has it, throws over to first in time to get Mayo at first. So that will be the first out of the inning for Fried, who's sitting at 57 pitches. And that will bring up Colton Cowser, who just made that spectacular catch in center field on Stanton. So the first pitch here from the lefty Fried to the lefty Cowser. Fried kicks and fires the pitch, and the curveball catches the outside corner for called strike one. 0-1 here on Cowser. Fried kicks and fires the pitch, and the 0-1 pitch is down low with a sinker. Count is now 1-1 on Cowser. One pitch on the way here from Fried. Looks in, now kicks and fires the pitch. And this one is swung on and fouled right behind home plate. So count is now 1-2 on Cowser. Fried only has one strikeout recorded today with 3 walks, 3 runs allowed, and 4 hits. His 61st pitch of the day here in the top of the fourth to Cowser, the 1-2. Here comes the 1-2, and the curveball is swung on and missed for strike 3. So Fried gets his second strikeout of the day. 2 outs here in the top of the fourth, nobody on base. Good location there from Fried on the curveball. Low in the zone. Here comes the ninth place hitter, Blaze Alexander. Here comes the first pitch from Fried. And the changeup misses up and away for ball 1. Up and in for ball 1. Count is 1-0. 1-0 here on Alexander. Fried sets and fires the pitch. And the 1-0 is swung on and missed. Fried went with a changeup there on the outside corner. And Alexander swung and missed. Count is now 1-1. Here comes the 1-1 on the way. Fried sets and fires the pitch, and this one is fouled right behind the plate. Count is now 1-2 on Alexander. Fried looking for a nice 1-2-3 inning here. 1-2 pitch coming up. 1-2 on the way. Fried looks in for the sign. Has it, kicks and fires the 1-2, and the pitch is swung on and fouled away. First base side out of play. Count remains 1-2. So the 1-2 here coming up. Fried on the mound here, ready to fire the 1-2. Fried sets and fires the pitch, and the curveball just misses on the outside part of the plate. It was a little bit high. Count is now full 2-2. Even 2-2. 2-2 on the way. Fried sets and fires the pitch, and that one is swung on and lifted in the air to right field. Coming on is Oswaldo Cabrera, and he can't make the catch. Looks like he just dropped the ball here, went in and out of his glove, made a diving attempt, could not make the play. And so the Orioles will have their 9th place hitter on first base here with Taylor Ward coming up. Good attempt by Cabrera, but could not keep that one in his glove. Or maybe he just dropped it. Here comes the first pitch from Fried to Ward. And the pitch from Fried, he sets and fires. And the changeup is in there for a called strike. Count is 0-1 here on Taylor Ward.
Welcome to the stream, Johnsy.
Here comes the 0-1 pitch on the way from Fried. The 0-1. Fried sets and fires, and the pitch is swung on and grounded right to the shortstop Caballero. He's going to throw over to the second baseman Jazz for the out at second base. So that'll do it for the Orioles in the top of the 4th. They leave one runner on base, but they do not score. So the Orioles remain with a 3-1 lead here. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th.
Good call, Evan.
Thank you.
So for those of you that are in stream, how do you feel about today's game?
Yes, if you're just hopping in, the Orioles lead 3-1. Kobe Mayo hit a 2-run home run in the top of the 2nd to put the Orioles up 2-1. And now they have a 3-1 lead. Ken, do you think this is going to be Fried's final start before opening day?
Opening day on Wednesday. We're on Thursday. Yeah, it's most likely his last opening day or last start before the season begins.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. So coming up to bat for the Yankees in the bottom of the 4th, we'll have
And
Jason Dominguez, Ryan McMahon, and Jose Caballero.
And in our split squad game, they're in the bottom of the 4th, and the Yankees are being clubber-hawked by the Blue Jays. Score is now 7-0.
Kramer is back on the mound. First pitch from him to Dominguez is a curveball that misses down low. Count is 1-0 on Dominguez. 1-0 pitch coming up from Kramer to Dominguez. Kramer is at 58 pitches in the 4th. The 1-0 pitch from Kramer is a curveball that swung on and fouled away. First base side. Count is now even at 1-1. The 1-1 pitch on the way. Kramer sets and fires, and the pitch is swung on and lifted foul. Count is now 1-2 on Dominguez. 1-2 coming up from Kramer to Dominguez. Kramer is now at 60 pitches. in the bottom of the fourth. The 1-2 from Kramer. He sets and fires, and the pitch just misses down low and away. Good eye there from Dominguez. The count is now 2-2. Laid off a tough splitter from Kramer. Here comes the 2-2 on the way. Kramer sets and fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Splitter at 81 miles an hour gets Dominguez swing and miss over that one. One out here in the bottom of the fourth, as that will now bring up Ryan McMahon. Here comes the first pitch to McMahon, and he fouls that one away with a check swing down the third base line. Count is now 0-1. Yep, some news came out today that Trey Yasevich will start the season on IL with right shoulder impingement for Toronto. Here comes the 0-1 pitch from Kramer. He sets and fires, and the pitch misses down low. Count is now 1-1 on McMahon. One coming up from Kramer to McMahon. The 1-1 pitch, and that one misses just upstairs. Count is now 2-1. 2-1 pitch on the way here from Kramer. McMahon struck out back in the first inning. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. Kramer sets and fires, and the pitch is taken for a called strike 2 at a fastball that was right down the center of the plate. Count is now even at 2-2. 2-2 on the way. Kramer kicks and fires. The 2-2 pitch is swung on and missed. Another splitter gets McMahon to swing and miss there. Kramer's seventh strikeout of the day. So that will now bring up Jose Caballero. Like to see less strikeouts. Here comes the first pitch on the way from Kramer to Caballero. Kramer fires, and the cutter misses outside for ball 1. 1-0 here on Caballero, who flew out back in the second inning. Here comes the 1-0 pitch from Kramer. Kicks and fires the pitch, and that one is a called strike on the outside corner with a cutter. Looks like Caballero's going to challenge this one. If he loses it, Yankees don't have any challenges left. And ABS confirms that that pitch was a strike on the outside corner. Call is confirmed. Count is 1-1. The Yankees lose their challenge, and they have none left. So the count is even at 1-1 here on Caballero. 1-1 pitch on the way. Kramer ready to deal the 1-1, and the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed. A high fastball at 93 miles an hour. Count is now 1-2. 1-2 on Caballero. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Kramer sets and fires the pitch, and the splitter is in there for a called strike 3 on the outside corner. So that'll do it for the Yankees. They strike out in order 1-2-3. Kramer strikes out the side. Orioles lead 3-1, and I'll hand this one back off to Ken for the fifth inning.
Thank you, sir. Good call.
Ken, I'll be right back.
Yes, sir. And as we head to the top of the fifth, Orioles are going to bring up Gunnar Henderson, Pete Alonso, and Adley Rutschman. I am not sure whether Max Fried will be out for the fifth. So we shall see. For those of you that are here in the stream, if you could please consider subscribing to Yankees The Ugly Truth, NY Yankee Mania, and Hardcore Sports Network. If you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. Your support is most appreciated. So and today's poll question is, will Max Fried throw 75 pitches in this outing? We have 21 votes so far, and the answer is, according to our fans, 67% think yes, 33% don't think so. And we are back to the broadcast. And Max Fried is still out there at 69 pitches. And the pitch is on the way. And the sinker is just off the plate, although it looks like he caught the outside of the strike zone, but the Yankees don't have any challenges left. So next pitch is on the way, and the sinker is down low. Count is now 2-0 on Henderson. Henderson is 0 for 2 on the day. Pitch is on the way, and it is low and away. Count is now 3-0 on Henderson. And Fried sets and fires, and the pitch is down low, and that is a 4-pitch walk. Hey, Ray, welcome to the stream.
Hey, Ray.
And the curveball is in there for call. Strike one, 71 miles an hour. And Fried sets. Pitch is on the way, and this one is swung on and fouled. Count is 0-2 on Alonso. Alonso takes a step out of the box and calls his one and only timeout. Yeah, the O's have mostly their real lineup in Bruce. And Fried sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is just a bit high. Alonso checks his swing. Count is 1-2. That was a 95-mile-an-hour fastball, so his velocity is definitely there. Fried's eyeballing the runner. He sets and fires, and this ball is grounded to McMahon, who shoots it to Jazz, who relays it to Goldie, and that is another double play. The twin killing is going to clear the bases of Orioles. Coming up to bat is going to be Adley Rutschman, 1 for 2 on the day with an RBI. Is Bottero ever coming? Well, that's a great question. And the first pitch from Fried is a sweeper just a little high. Count is 1-0. Maxey is at 78 pitches. Freed sets and fires, and the sweeper is in there for call. Strike one. Count is evened at 1-1. And the next pitch is on the way. And this one is hammered foul. Count is now 1-2. And Freed sets. And the 1-2 is on the way. And this is a towering fly ball to right field. Cabrera closes on it, and that is going to be the third out of the inning. So that was likely the last pitch of this game for Max Fried. He leads trailing 3-1 to the Orioles. Coming up to bat for the Yankees in the bottom of the fifth is going to be Austin Wells, Oswaldo Cabrera, and Trent Grisham, 8, 9, and 1. So, Evan, what do you think about that half of the inning for Fried?
I liked it. I liked how he's bounced back here last couple of innings, commanding his off speed better, and not allowing a lot of walks. So that's better. I think he can use his fastball to set up his off speed stuff, and I think he could do it. I think he could use his off speed to set up his fastball too. But he just has to be consistent with it. Just don't really worry too much about.
He definitely was working the off-speed pitches.
Yeah,
definitely working the off prep for the season. Glad to see that he was able to bust it through the 5 innings.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see, Ryan Weathers today managed to survive 3 innings, gave up 8 hits, 7 runs. He had 5 strikeouts. He gave up 2 dingers and had 1 walk. So I'm getting the feeling that Weathers is not going to be our 5th starter. He's going to start the year in the bullpen.
I think Will Warren deserves that now. Deserves that 5th starter spot.
And Grisham is in the box. Trevor is still on the mound. He's at 72 pitches, and the first pitch is going to be a fastball off the plate. Count is 1-0. Kremer has 8 strikeouts on the day. And the next pitch is a curveball way off the plate. Count is 2-0. Kremer sets and fires, and the pitch is a fastball off the plate. Count is 3-0 on Wells. He is 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout in his first plate appearance. And Kremer sets and fires, and the courtesy strike is called. His count is 3-1. And the pitch is on the way, and Wells swings and misses. Count is now full, 3-2. Pitch is on the way, and Wells hammers this one foul. Count is going to remain 3-2. And Kremer sets and fires, and the curveball is just off the plate. And that is ball 4-Wells. So the Yankees are going to have the leadoff runner on in the bottom of the fifth. Coming up to bat is Oswaldo Cabrera. He is 0 for 1 on the afternoon with a strikeout, looking for his first hit of this spring training season. Can Oswaldo come through? And the first pitch is a curveball in there for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. And Kremer sets, and he throws over to first for Wells. Wells is back in standing up. Not exactly sure what the hell he's throwing over for. And the pitch is on the way, and the fastball is out of the strike zone. Count is 1-1. I guess I'm going to pull this spring training hat off and hope for a little bit of a rally, and I'm going with the Navy cap. So, Master Chief in the house. And the next pitch is on the way, and this is swung on and missed. Count is now 1-2. And Kremer sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is way up out of the strike zone. Count is evened at 2-2. We're hoping for a turnaround on Oswaldo. Most likely he's going to start the year out at Scranton. And the pitch is chopped to the third base, and it is going to be flipped over to the second base, and that is going to be a fielder's choice. So Wells is erased at second, and Cabrera replaces him at first. Coming up to bat is Trent Grisham. Cabrera legged that one through, so I think we can look at Cabrera recovering from his ankle surgery. And they're pulling Kremer, so he's leaving with 83 pitches, 8 strikeouts on the afternoon, only gave up 1 earned run. One more time. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. And it looks like Gerald Orgando is coming in to replace Dean Kremer. Don't know who the hell he is, but guess we're going to see what he's got. And for those of you that are here, if you haven't, please hit the like and share buttons. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth, NY Yankee Mania, or Hardcore Sports Network families, please consider subscribing. To make it easier for you for the Yankees The Ugly Truth, I've dropped a QR in the upper right-hand corner. So take your cell phone out, get the link, and hop on over. Do what you need to do. Appreciate y'all being here for this afternoon. Realize it is a Thursday afternoon, and you guys are busy, so thank you for just hopping on for a little while. Most appreciated. And we will be handing this off to Evan for the bottom of the for the sixth inning. So, Evan, take her away, brother.
Thank you, Ken. Just checking out some of Jason's March Madness stream. He is currently streaming on World Sports Mania Entertainment. So if you have not checked that out, please check that out. We're going to the bottom of the I forgot. The inning is not over yet.
Oh, you're right. This is still mine. Do you have a stream?
Oh yeah, it's kind of lagging right now. The game. It's just
Yeah, I don't have it at all. But I'll report what's going on game day until the stream actually comes back. The count is 3-1 on Grisham. This young fireballer for the Orioles is humming balls in 98 miles an hour, basically. And Grisham is going to line out to Tyler O'Neill in right field. That is going to be 2 away. Coming up to bat is Paul Goldschmidt. I'm going to bring Joe up if he has the game. Joe, you have the game, brother?
Yes, I do.
All right. Take her away, because
all right. Just tell me when you guys are ready. You know, it's fine. It's no problem. I just want to help you guys out. Paul G's up with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. He takes the first pitch, a 98-mile-an-hour fast, a sinker actually for a ball. He's 1 for 2 today. His spring average is 500, 2 homers, 7 RBIs. Nice spring for Paulie G. Here comes the next pitch coming to Paul G, and it is pop foul behind home plate, and it's 1-1. 97-mile-an-hour fastball. And I was checking out the other game, and Ryan Weathers again got smashed, and not looking very well for the youngster. Here comes a 1-1 pitch, and throw to first, underhanded, and Oswaldo leans back, and he looked like, what the heck was that? 1-1 with 2 outs. Paul G steps in. And Agondo's ready, and here comes the 1-1 again. The sidearm, and they picked him off. Wow, not a good field, not a good look for Cabrera. And 2 underhanded throws, unbelievable. He was leaning, and wow, what a move. So at the end of 5, it's the Orioles 3 and the New York Yankees 1. Guys, you believe me, you didn't want to see that. That was awful. And so that's where we stand right now. And so what happened, guys? The stream just went out, or what happened?
Yeah, it just.
Yeah, my Major League Network dropped. It was dead.
I think it might be back.
But it's back now, so.
Yes.
Okay.
It's back.
So whoever gets the top of the 6th. And then if you want to come back, I'll be on with a scoreboard update, which there really isn't. There's just 3 other games going.
Yep.
Yeah, I did check out Jason. That's going well. You lost it again?
Your support is shaded, so I will drop you down for right now.
Okay.
Yep, so I'll be calling the top of the 6th, as it looks like game day is back. And MLB TV is also back. So Cabrera, yeah, definitely not a good look for Cabrera there after he couldn't even pick up a hit. In his first couple of spring training games, he was 0 for 9, and now he gets picked off. Not a good look. So top of the 6th inning for the Orioles. Coming up to bat will be Tyler O'Neill, Ryan Mountcastle, and Kobe Mayo. If you guys are just hopping in, thank you for the support. We greatly appreciate it. Just to recap the scoring so far in this game, Giancarlo Stanton hit a sacrifice fly in the bottom of the 1st, gave the Yankees a 1-0 lead. Kobe Mayo hit a 2-run home run in the top of the 2nd, gave the Orioles a 2-1 lead. And then they also had an RBI single, the Orioles did, in the top of the 3rd. So now they have a 3-1 lead in the top of the 6th. That's where we currently stand. So game is almost back here. See, game day has already went ahead and gave us the first pitch. Ken, are you getting a stream?
No,
You're not getting it now?
mine's
Okay.
at commercial break still.
Yeah, mine is too. All right. So what I can do is I can put the game here on Yes Network on my Fubo TV. All right. Now I got it. So I'll call the game here. Count is 1-1 here on Tyler O'Neill. The new pitcher for the Yankees is Yeri De Los Santos. The 1-1 pitch is fouled away with a sinker. Count is now 1-2 on Tyler O'Neill. 1-2 pitch on the way. Here comes the 1-2 pitch on the way. De Los Santos, the righty, ready to deal the 1-2 to O'Neill. Here comes the 1-2. De Los Santos deals, and that one is grounded slowly back to De Los Santos. He will flip and fire over to first in time for the out. So Tyler O'Neill grounds out to De Los Santos. 1 out here in the top of the 6th. We have a substitution. Pinch hitter Griff O'Farrell will replace Ryan Mountcastle here. Here comes the first pitch from De Los Santos to O'Farrell. First pitch on the way is in there for a called strike. Count is 0-1. Top of the 6th inning, Orioles lead 3-1. Here comes the 0-1 pitch from De Los Santos. The 0-1 pitch. This one is swung on and lifted foul down the right field line. Count is 0-2 here on O'Farrell. The 0-2 on the way. De Los Santos at the set, and he fires the pitch. And the 0-2 just misses low and away. That was a sinker at 96 miles an hour. Count is 1-2. Here comes the 1-2. Pitch on the way from De Los Santos. He deals, and the changeup misses down low and away in the dirt. Count is now even at 2-2. 2-2 on the way here from De Los Santos. He sets and fires, and the pitch is swung on and lined softly up the middle to Caballero. Moves to his left field and fires the pitch, and the throw was high over the first baseman Goldschmidt's head. So O'Farrell will reach first base on a throwing error there by Jose Caballero. He tends to elevate his throws a little bit high, and that one went over the head of Goldschmidt. Luckily, it was not a dead ball, so O'Farrell stays at first, does not advance to second. That will bring up Colby Mayo, third baseman. Here comes the first pitch from De Los Santos. And this one is popped up. Shallow center field. Josh Chisholm, the second baseman, will come out, and he's going to let it drop in, but he's going to throw to second for the force out. So he lets that one drop, throws to second for the force out. So 2 outs here with a runner on first, as Colby Mayo will replace Gerald O'Farrell. Or Griff O'Farrell. So that will now bring up the center fielder, Colton Cowser. 2 outs, runner on first. First pitch on the way from De Los Santos to the lefty Cowser. Sets and fires the pitch, and that one is in there for a called strike. Count is 0-1 on Cowser. Here comes the 0-1 pitch from De Los Santos. He sets and fires the 0-1. And the changeup is swung on and missed for strike 2. Count is 0-2 here on Cowser. Cowser is 0 for 1 today with a walk in the second inning. Here comes the 0-2 from De Los Santos. He kicks and fires, and the pitch is low in the dirt. Misses there with the changeup. Count is now 1-2. 1-2 here on Cowser. Here comes the 1-2 on the way. And it looks like the game is now back on game day or on MLB TV. So here comes the 1-2 on the way again from De Los Santos. The 1-2 pitch. He attempts a pickoff back at first base. So we'll wait to do the 1-2. Here comes the 1-2. And the pitch before that was fouled away. So the count remains 1-2. And now the 1-2 again is a pickoff attempt at first base. Count remains 1-2. So we'll do the 1-2. Here comes the 1-2 again. And that one misses up high for ball 2. Count is now 2-2 on Cowser. Runner on first base. 2 outs here for the Orioles in their top of the 6th inning. They lead 3-1. 2-2 pitch coming up from De Los Santos to Cowser. Here comes the 2-2. De Los Santos sets and fires the 2-2, and the pitch is swung on and grounded to the first baseman Paul Goldschmidt, who gloves it and steps on first base for the out. That'll do it for the Orioles in their half of the 6th. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. Orioles remain with a 3-1 lead. So going to the bottom of the 6th, Orioles lead 3-1. Ken, you there? I'm sure we'll get a scoreboard update soon.
Yes, they do. As a matter of fact, you're absolutely right. Welcome back, Joe. You ready to do your thing?
Yes, sir. Yankee fans are not going to like the score. The Cardinals 3-1 on the Nationals, top of the 6th. The Phillies lead the Rays 8-2, bottom 7. As we all know, the Orioles lead the Yankees 3-1, bottom 6. And the final score that's going on right now
no,
is
it's not 3-1.
Is what?
Oh, wrong. I'm thinking you were calling the other game. Never mind.
The Toronto Blue Jays 11 and the New York Yankees nothing, top of the 6th. Well, not a good day for the New York Yankees and their fans. The Twins and the Red Sox later. These are all later tonight, at least 3 hours away. Pirates, Orioles, Mets, Astros. Let's see. You have the Angels, Royals, Guardians, Diamondbacks, White Sox, Giants, Rockies, White Sox, Padres, Mariners, Athletics, and the Brewers and the Rangers later on after 9 o'clock Eastern time. Okay, guys, bottom of the 6th, take it away.
All right, the first pitch from Yanier Cano is in there for a ball. So count is 1-0 here on Goldschmidt. Paul Goldschmidt leading off things for the Yankees in the bottom of the 6th. The second pitch is fouled away. Count is now 1-1 on Paul Goldschmidt. Ken, any luck with getting the game back on?
I do have the game back.
Awesome. The 1-1 pitch from Cano. He fires, and the pitch is just inside off the plate with a slider. Count is now 2-1 on Goldschmidt. Here comes the 2-1. Cano fires the 2-1, and this one is lifted in the air to shallow center field. Actually, it's going to be a pop-up, and the second baseman, R.J. Austin, will make the catch. So R.J. Austin came in to replace Blaze Alexander playing second base, and Vance Honeycutt will replace the center fielder Colton Cowser. Vance Honeycutt was the Orioles' first-round draft pick last year, or the year before that. I think it was a couple years ago. Here comes the first pitch on the way from Cano to Jazz Chisholm, and the pitch is swung on and grounded to the first baseman, who flips over to the pitcher Cano in time for the out. So Jazz grounds out. So 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the 6th. So much for getting a rally going. Here comes Big G, Giancarlo Stanton, with a sacrifice fly today, gave the Yankees their only run of the day, back in the first. Here comes the pitch from Cano. He fires, and the slider misses outside. Count is 1-0 here on Stanton. The 1-0 pitch from Cano to Stanton. Cano deals the 1-0, and the pitch is a slider that just misses off the plate, off the outside corner, just below the knees. Count is 2-0 on Stanton. Here comes the 2-0 pitch from Cano to Stanton. The 2-0 pitch. Cano deals the pitch, and the sinker is in there for a called strike. Count is 2-1 on Stanton. 2-1 on Giancarlo. Here comes the 2-1. The righty Cano fires the pitch, and the sinker is in there on the outside corner for a called strike. The count is 2-2 on Stanton. The 2-2 from Cano to Stanton. Cano has the sign, ready to fire. Here comes the pitch. He deals, and the pitch is low and away in the dirt. Count is now full 3-2 on Stanton. Dominguez would be up next if Stanton got on base. Here comes the 3-2 from Cano. And the 3-2 pitch. He delivers, and this one is fouled away. Count remains 3-2. 3-2 on the way here from Cano to Stanton. Here comes the pitch. And the 3-2. Cano deals, and the pitch is swung on and hit in the air to right field. Going back on the warning track at the wall. This one is gone. Home run for Giancarlo Stanton. Awesome at bat there from Stanton. That is a solo home run for Big G. And I think everyone could see that one was due in the making, as he just missed a couple of home runs yesterday, and he also missed one today. Actually missed 2 today because of a foul ball that just missed the left field foul pole. So Big G now has his home run, and the Yankee deficit is now down to 3-2. Jason Dominguez is up at the plate. First pitch was in there for a called strike. Count is 0-1 on Dominguez. The 0-1 pitch from Cano is hit in the air on a line to right field, but diving and making the catch is the right fielder there. And that was Nate George, the right fielder, to make the catch for the Orioles. But Giancarlo Stanton hits a solo home run, and the Orioles now have a 3-2 lead. We'll go to the top of the 7th, and I'll hand this one back to Ken for the 7th inning.
Thank you, sir. Good call. You knew that Big G was going to get a hold of one sometime sooner than later.
Yep.
He's been tapping around a home run for the last 2 games.
Yes, he was.
For those of you just hopping into our stream, the Yankees are down 3-2, heading to the top of 7. Coming up for the Orioles in the top of 7 is going to be Austin, Sosa, and Henderson. If you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. If you're not a member of the Yankees Yankee Truth family, NY Yankee Main family, or Hardcore Sports Network, please consider subscribing to one and the same. If you are subscribed, make sure that your notifications are hit so that you know every time that we are live and not Memorex. And apparently, there has been a subscriber to my channel, so we are now at the total of 590 subs, 10 away from the infamous 600. Jake, do you actually come into a stream and actually say anything positive? I swear to God, in 2 years, I don't think I've heard one single positive thing come out of you. De Los Santos is back on the mound, and the first pitch is going to be a sinker in there for call, strike one. Count is 0-1. Austin up to bat. He's the new second baseman. This is his first plate appearance of the day. And the pitch is chopped to Jazz. Jazz feels it cleanly and fires to, I think it's Goldschmidt. I think they might have changed out the first baseman. So that is the first out.
Yeah, Tyler Hardiman is at first base.
Hardiman? All right. Thank you, sir.
No problem.
And the first pitch is grounded straight to Jazz, and he fires to Caballero, and he fires over to Jazz, or to Hardiman. And that is going to be the second out of the inning. Jake, the team playing the Blue Jays is a and AA team. The only thing that we sent over there, most of our starters are actually here at Steinbrenner Field. Judge and Bellinger are the normal starters that are not there. And the first pitch is in there for call, strike one. And the next pitch is on the way, and that is grounded through the infield to Oswaldo Cabrera. So Henderson is going to have his first hit of the day. And Henderson is being taken out of the game.
He kills us.
Well, Jake, you know, you're talking running it back, that normal talking point BS. If you don't like being a Yankee fan, hell, the Dodgers need fans. There are a lot of other teams that need fans. Maybe you can find one that fits your ideal claim for fame as a baseball fan and root for them.
I mean, 94 wins last year seems like a pretty good total to me.
Oh, that's garbage. It looks like Jake Bird is coming in to replace De Los Santos. And Pete Alonso should be coming up to bat. They said they were replacing Henderson, so I'm not sure who is coming in yet, but I'll let you know as soon as it happens.
Thank you, Michael.
And it looks like Jose Barrero is coming in to replace Gunnar Henderson at first base as a pinch runner. And Bird sets and fires, and the first pitch is a sweeper swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. And Bird sets and fires, and the pitch is swung on, and this one is looped into shallow center field. Grisham is going to flip it in, and the Orioles are going to have runners at first and second with 2 outs. And it looks like Pete Alonso is coming out of the game. Coming up to bat is Adley Rutschman. And it looks like Jordan Sanchez is coming in to pinch run for Alonso. And Bird sets and fires, and the cutter catches the top of the strike zone for call, strike 1. Count is 1-0. Or 0-1, excuse me. And the next pitch is a curveball in there for call, strike 2. Count is 0-2. Bird sets and fires, and this ball is grounded to Hardiman, who's going to take it himself, and that is going to be the 3rd out of the inning. Coming up in the bottom of the 7th is going to be Ryan McMahon, Jose Caballero, and looks like Ali Sanchez will be taking the at-bat. Welcome to the stream, Samurai. Appreciate you being here. United States Marine Corps in the house. Sergeant Julio was in the Marines for 10 years. Thank you for your service, sir. Salute to you.
Yes, thank you very much.
And it looks like there are wholesale changes that are going to go on for the Orioles. Jordan Sanchez is going to stay in and play first base. Jose Barrio is going to remain in the game and play shortstop. Sam Huff will replace Rutschman behind the dish. Colin Yeaman is going to replace Kobe Mayo at third base. And Yaki Rivera will replace Yenner Rivera or Cano and on the bump. Well, thank you, Sean. Most appreciated.
Yes.
And let's see. In the Yankees versus the Blue Jays game, they're in the top of the seventh, and it is 11-0 Jays. And Rivera sets and fires. And the 96-mile-an-hour fastball is off the plate. Count is 1-0. And the pitch is on the way. And that is down low. Count is 2-0. Pitch is on the way, and McMahon is going to hammer this one down the right field line. This one's going to go all the way into the corner, and McMahon is going to slide in at second with a double. So McMahon has a leadoff double for the Yankees. Hey, Dev, welcome to the stream. Coming up to bat is Jose Caballero, 0 for 2 on the afternoon. Let's see if we can get into the hit column and bring in a tying run. And Rivera sets. Pitch is on the way, and the sinker is right down the heart of Broadway for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1 on Cabby. Caballero is 0 for 2 on the day with a flyout and a strikeout. The next pitch is on the way, and Caballero shows bunt, but the ball is up and away. So the count goes to 1-1. Rivera sets and fires, and the sweeper is up and in. Count is now 2-1 on Cabby. Rivera sets and fires, and the slider catches the top of the strike zone. For call, strike two. Count is even at 2-2. And just for Joe, how do you do? Rivera sets and fires, and this one is slap foul. Count is going to remain 2-2. And the next pitch is hammered fouled out of the third base slide. And reverse sets and fires, and the pitch is a sinker right down the part of Broadway for call. Strike three, and that's going to do it for Caballero. Ali Sanchez is coming up to bat. The non-productive out for Caballero. Rivera sets and fires, and the slider is inside. Count is 1-0 on Sanchez. Rivera sets and fires, and Sanchez swings at the slider and misses. Count is evened out 1-1. And the pitch is on the way, and the slider is even further off the plate, and Sanchez swings and misses. Count is now 1-2. And reverse sets and fires, and this one is hammered to right field. And oh my God, the left fielder makes a catch, smashed into the wall, and he throws to second to record the double play. Incredible play by the outfielder. Had his back completely turned to the play, reaches up and gets it. And that is going to do it for the Yankees in the bottom of the 7th.
Just terrible.
That was hell of a play by the outfielder.
Yep. Bad fundamentals.
Coming up to bat for the Orioles in the top of the 8th is George, O'Farrell, and Yemen.
Yeah, Damon, March Madness brackets. We had Ohio State defeating TCU, but TCU won that game. So our brackets are eliminated from contention being the number 1 overall bracket in the nation. So, yep. 8th inning coming up here. Orioles lead 3-2. Carlos Stanton has recorded both runs for the Yankees today with a sacrifice fly in the 1st inning and then a solo home run in the 6th inning.
And the Yankees are doing wholesale substitutions. Garrett Martin will be taking over for Grisham at center field. Yorwood Vivas will be taking over for Jazz at second. Kobe Morales will be taking over left field for Jason Dominguez. Roderick Arias will be taking over third base for Ryan McMahon, and George Lombard Jr. will be taking over shortstop for Jose Caballero.
Yes.
And Jake Bird is going to remain on the mound.
Yep.
Generally, for me, the brackets, I tend to be okay all the way to the till the semifinals, the Sweet 16. Quarterfinals, I guess that's what it'd be.
So Bird is back on the mound here, showing the replay of the catch before. All right. First pitch on the way from Bird is ball 1 on a sinker. Count is 1-0. Here comes the 1-0 pitch from Bird. And this one is fouled away here by George. Count is now 1-1. Here comes the 1-1 pitch from Bird, about to be 1-2. And the 1-1 pitch from Bird. He delivers, and this one is in there for a called strike at the top of the zone. With a sweep. Here comes it looks like the Orioles will be challenging this one, but the call is confirmed. It is a strike. So the Orioles lose their challenge, or one of their challenges. 1-2 pitches on the way here from Bird. 1-2 on the way. Bird sets and fires, and the pitch is in there for a called strike 3. Good sweeper by Bird. 1 out here in the top of the 8th. And that will bring up, we're going to have a mound visit here. So we'll see if Bird is taken out. And he is. Aaron Boone takes the ball from him. Bird records 1 strikeout and 2/3 of an inning, because he came in the top of the 7th inning. He came in. So that'll do it for Bird here. 1 out in the top of the 8th. And O'Farrell, the DH Griff O'Farrell, will come up to hit now, who replaced Ryan Mountcastle. So we'll wait to see who comes in to face O'Farrell. I'm watching the Siena versus Duke game right now, and Siena leads 19-16. So we'll see who comes in to replace Bird here. It looks like it's going to be Dylan Coleman. So Dylan Coleman will replace Bird here in the top of the 8th with 1 out, nobody on base.
Coleman was part of the Orioles last season. He's got back to health, and he is throwing 100-mile-an-hour fastballs. Gee, the player of the game is going to be Paul Goldschmidt.
Yep. Name that Yankee. So O'Farrell will come up to hit here. 1 out in the top of the 8th. Coleman deals the pitch, and this one is low below the knees with the fastball. Count is 1-0 here on O'Farrell. Here comes the 1-0 pitch from Coleman. Sets and deals, and that one misses way outside. Goes to the backstop. Just a bit outside. Count is 2-0 on O'Farrell. The 2-0 pitch from Coleman. And the 2-0 is swung on and missed. With a four-seam 95-mile-per-hour fastball, the count is now 2-1 on O'Farrell. Here comes the 2-1 pitch from Coleman. Looks in and delivers the pitch, and this one is just off the plate, just misses outside. Count is now 3-1 on O'Farrell. Three-one on the way from Coleman. Sets and deals the pitch, and this one is lifted foul. Count is now 3-2 on O'Farrell. Here comes the 3-2 payoff pitch from Coleman to O'Farrell. Coleman, the righty, sets and fires the pitch, and O'Farrell fouls this one back. Count remains 3-2. 3-2 pitch on the way here from Coleman. 3-2 on the way. Coleman sets and fires the pitch, and that one misses just down low for ball 4. Fastball misses about an inch or two below the knees. So O'Farrell will take first base here on a walk. And that will now bring up the replacement for Kobe Mayo, Sam Huff. So the first pitch on the way here from Coleman to Huff is in there for a called strike. Count is 0-1 here on Sam Huff. Here comes the 0-1 pitch from Coleman. Looks back at first, now ready to fire. 0-1, he deals the pitch, and the fastball catches the outside corner for called strike 2. Count is 0-2 here on Sam Huff. O'Farrell is at first for the Orioles. 1 out here in the top of the 8th. 0-2 pitch coming up. Coleman sets and delivers the pitch, and Huff just gets a piece of this one, fouls it back. Count remains 0-2 on Huff. O2 coming up once again from Coleman. Looks back the runner at first base. And now deals the 0-2. The pitch. This one is grounded foul. Count remains 0-2. O2 pitch on the way here once again from Coleman. Sitting at 11 pitches here in the top of the 8th after he replaced Jake Bird. Here comes the 0-2 pitch from Coleman. He fires, and the fastball misses down low for ball 1. Count is 1-2 here on Huff. Here comes the 1-2. 1-2 pitch from Coleman. Coleman sets and deals the pitch. This one misses outside. Sanchez will fire back to first base, but O'Farrell will slide back in there safely. So we'll do the 2-2 pitch momentarily here. 2-2 pitch on the way. Coleman looks back at first and now deals the 2-2 pitch. This one misses down low for ball 3. He did not go, says the first base umpire as Huff checks his swing. Count is 3-2, full count on Huff. Runner remains at first base here, O'Farrell. 3-2 on the way from Coleman. Here comes the 3-2. And Coleman's going to fire back at first base. The pickoff attempt is not successful. Hardman just misses the tag there on O'Farrell as he just got under that one. Barely in time to get back to first. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. Coleman deals the 3-2. And the fastball misses outside. So he goes from 0-2 to ball 4. Orioles have runners on first and second with 1 out. I hate that when pitcher goes from 0-2 and they end up walking the hitter. Not a good thing. As now the batter will be Vance Honeycutt. Vance Honeycutt. First pitch on the way here from Coleman to Honeycutt is a fastball that catches the outside corner, called strike 1. Count is 0-1 here on Honeycutt, who was the Orioles' first-round draft pick in 2025. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Coleman deals, and this one is a high fly ball into right field. Moving to his left is Cabrera. The wind is taking it, and it will go into the stands, into foul territory. So what looked like a normal fly ball carried all the way into the right field stands, into foul territory. So the count is now 0-2 on Honeycutt. O2 pitch on the way here from Coleman. Here comes the 0-2. Coleman sets and deals the 0-2 pitch. Looks back at second. Here's the pitch. And this one just misses the top of the strike zone with a sweeper. Count is now 1-2 on Honeycutt. Let's not do what you did with the last batter. Here comes the 1-2 pitch from Coleman. Sets and deals the pitch, and this one is called strike 3 on the outside corner with a fastball at 96 miles an hour. Two away here in the 8th. First and second for the Orioles. 2 outs. That will now bring up R.J. Austin, the second baseman. First pitch to Austin from Coleman. And the pitch is outside. Count is 1-0 here on Austin. 1-0 here on Austin. Here comes the pitch from Coleman. He sets and deals the pitch, and this one is fouled away into the netting behind home plate. Count is now 1-1. Here comes the 1-1 pitch from Coleman. Looks back at second, now fires the pitch, and the fastball misses outside. Count is 2-1. 2-1 here on Austin. Here comes the 2-1 pitch from Coleman. He sets and deals, and the pitch is hit in the air to right field. Going back is Cabrera on the warning track, and this one is going to go off the wall. Cabrera will field and fire back into first base, but not before one run will score for the Orioles. So they lead now 4-2 with an RBI double there by R.J. Austin, as they will now have runners on second and third with 2 outs, and they now lead 4-2. This is what happens when you walk a batter when you start out 0-2, and then you throw 4 pitches that are not in the strike zone, and you walk a hitter. So runners on second and third, 2 outs here for the Orioles in the top of the 8th. They lead 4-2. As the left fielder Thomas Sosa will come in to hit here. So here comes Sosa, the left-handed hitter for the Orioles. The pitch from Coleman is on the way. First pitch from Coleman. He deals. Pitch is fouled away. Count is 0-1 here on Sosa. 0-1 here on Sosa. Here comes the 0-1 pitch from Coleman. Sets and fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed with a high cutter on the inside corner, and the count is 0-2 on Sosa. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And Sosa steps out. Here comes the 0-2. Pitch from Coleman is in there for a called strike 3 with a cutter. Good pitch from Coleman strikes out Sosa looking, but the Orioles score 1 run on a RBI double from Austin, R.J. Austin. So that will give the Orioles a 4-2 lead there. And we'll go to the bottom of the 8th inning.
Enjoy yourself. You guys got a drink?
We're going to bring Joe up for the last scoreboard update of the game. Welcome, Joe. What do you know?
How are you? How's it going, guys? All right, let's see what we got here. Okay, bottom of the 8th. The Cardinals 5-1 over the Nationals. We all know the Yankees score, 4-2. Yankees trailing the Orioles. Bottom of the 8th, the Blue Jays lead the Yankees 11-0. The Twins and the Red Sox are later. Pirates, Orioles later. Mets, Astros later. Angels, Royals later. Royals, Guardians later. Diamondbacks, White Sox. Giants, Rockies. White Sox, Padres, Mariners, Athletics, Rangers, Blues later, and a final, the Phillies 8 and the Rays 2. I'll tell you the truth, on our show tonight, guys, I think I'm going to do a little rant, so everybody get ready. I'm not gonna say it now, but I'm telling you right now, get ready for a rant. So get ready, guys. Come to the stream. Ken, you please come up because I am going to explode. So get ready, everyone. It's gonna be epic at 9:00 on NY Yankee Mania tonight. Be there, or like Ken says, be square. We will see you later, everyone. Thank you. And Ken, thank you. Great stream as always. Evan, great job. And maybe we could root the Yankees back on here, guys. Take it away.
All right. Back in the bottom of the 8th inning, Oswaldo Cabrera will come up to hit against the new pitcher for the Orioles, Gene Henriquez. First pitch from Henriquez is off the plate for ball 1. Count is 1-0. The 1-0 pitch from Henriquez is outside. The count is now 2-0 on Oswaldo. Here comes the pitch, and Henriquez catches the outside corner with a fastball. The count is now 2-1 on Cabrera. Here comes the pitch, and Cabrera lines this one into left field. That's going to be a base hit down the line. He rounds first. He'll head to second with a stand-up double, and congratulations, Oswaldo Cabrera, for getting your first hit in 2026 spring training. Good job.
So he is finally off the schneid.
And that's
Looks
a perfect
good
approach.
around the bases, no problem with the ankle.
Yes. So that will now bring up Yorbit Vivas, who replaces Trent Grisham. Here comes the first pitch from Henriquez. He kicks and deals the pitch. And the fastball is in there for a called strike 1. Count is 0-1. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. And Henriquez deals, and the pitch is low in the dirt. It gets away from the catcher. And Cabrera will advance to third. And that's not Cabrera. That's a pinch runner. He'll advance to third base. That was Cole Gabrielson, who came in to pinch run for Oswaldo Cabrera. He will steal third base. So runner at third base and nobody out for the Yankees as they can hopefully execute some situational hitting here. Here comes the 1-1 pitch on the way from Henriquez. Here comes the pitch. He deals. And this one is grounded right back to Henriquez. It goes off his glove. That will score Gabrielson. Vivas is safe at first base. Not in time. So an RBI there from Vivas cuts the lead down from 4-3 for the Orioles still here in the 8th. Vivas will reach first base. Looks like that will be called a hit for Vivas. So Orioles now lead 4-3. Runner on first base and nobody out here for the Yankees in the bottom of the 8th. That will now bring up this is Tyler Hardman up to hit. First pitch is inside, and the count is 1-0 here on Hardman. Vivas at first. Henriquez looks back at first base. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. And that one is in there for a called strike. That was a splitter. Right down the middle. Count is now 1-1 here on Hardman. Here comes the 1-1 on the way from Henriquez. He deals, and the pitch is swung on and grounded foul. So the count is now 1-2 on Hardman. Here comes the 1-2 on the way from Henriquez. He fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed. took a lot off on that one. That was a splitter on the outside corner. Gets Hardman swinging and missing. So 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th inning. As that will now bring up George Lombard Jr. Here comes the first pitch on the way from Henriquez, and that one is way inside. Just misses George Lombard. Just missed hitting him. Count is 1-0 here on Lombard. Runner at first base is Yorbit Vivas with 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th inning. The Yankees scored 1 run in this inning, so the Orioles lead 4-3. Here comes the pitch, and that one is in there for a called strike, a sinker, right down the heart of Broadway. The count is even at 1-1. Here comes the pitch, and Lombard swings and misses over a splitter down in the zone. The count is now 1-2. Come on, let's go, Lombard. Here comes the 1-2 pitch from Henriquez. Henriquez deals the 1-2, and the pitch is swung on and grounded foul. So count remains 1-2 here. Count remains 1-2 here on Lombard. Henriquez is at 15 pitches here on the bottom of the 8th. Here comes the 1-2. Henriquez deals, and the pitch is swung on and missed with a splitter at 82 miles an hour. Right down the zone. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th inning.
Looks like Edison Duran is going to come in and pinch hit for Giancarlo Stanton.
Yes. Edison Duran coming up. First pitch on the way from Henriquez is in there for a called strike. Count is 0-1. Own 1 here on Duran. Here comes the pitch.
He looks short.
He does, yeah. And the splitter is swung on and missed by Duran. The count is now 0-2. Siena is beating Duke. Yes, they are. Here comes the 0-2, and the pitch swung on and missed, strike 3. So even though the Yankees score a run, Henriquez does strike out the side in Hardman, Lombard, and Duran. So that'll do it for the Yankees in the bottom of the 8th. They do score a run on a Yorbit Vivas RBI hit, infield single. So 4-3 Orioles lead. We'll go to the top of the 9th. And Ken, I'll hand this one back to you, my guy.
And it looks like Osvaldo Bido is going to come in and replace Dylan Coleman. All right, I'll address Celia's first statement. Don't want Weathers on the team. Well, anyone who thought that we traded for Weathers to be a starter for the Yankees is wrong. He was never going to be a starter. He was going to come out of the bullpen. He's good for 1, maybe 2 innings at best, and he only pitched like 63 innings last year as a starter, so he's in 4 games. He's coming off of an injury-laden season, actually an injury-laden couple of seasons, and I didn't think that he was going to be a starter any which way but loose. We ran him out as one, and everyone was very optimistic. After his initial start against a young Nationals team, but when he's faced real lineups and come out, he has not been good. And Jay, Ken, I realize when I said Blue Jays before, I meant in 2025 postseason. They more or less had the same team. Yeah, they did. They do have a similar team to the that they had at the postseason, but most of those guys played 6 weeks for the Yankees. And the first pitch is a slider inside from Beto. Count is 0-1 or 1-0 on Barrio. And the first pitch is skied to left center field. And Martin is going to cover it and have the first out of the inning. Sanchez is coming up to bat. Votto sets and fires, and the pitch is grounded through to right field. Sanchez is going to have a 1-out single off of Beto. Coming up to bat is Yemen. Has not had an official at bat today. And they're already recording a strike during the Max Fried interview. Next pitch is down low. Count is evened at 1-1. Votto sets and fires, and that pitch is going to paint the inside of the strike zone. Call strike 2. Count is 1-2 on Yemen. Hey, Chef. Welcome to the stream.
Chef.
And the next pitch is dropped by the catcher, and the runner is going to steal second base. So the Orioles have a runner at second with 1 out. Count is 2-2 on Yemen. Votto sets. Pitch is on the way, and this one is hammered foul. Count is going to remain evened at 2-2. Call a little bit of baseball, Nick. Call a little bit of baseball. And Votto checks on the runner, sets and fires, and this pitch is fouled off. It's going to remain 2-2, and this one's for Joe. How do you do? Votto sets and fires, and the sweeper is check swing, but the umpire says, no, you went. So he is called out on strikes. And that is going to be the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is the right fielder, George. In his first at bat, he struck out. And the pitch is on the way, and this is skied to right field. And the right fielder is going to put it away for the third out, and that is going to do it for the Orioles in the top of the ninth. Coming up in the bottom of the ninth for the Yankees is Martin, Arias, and Morales. So can the Yankees tie this one up in the bottom of the ninth? Suppose we're going to find out. Welcome back, Sean. And it looks like Carter Rustad is coming in to replace Gene Henriquez. And I'm a little bit hungry. I didn't eat lunch today. When we're done with this one, I might have to get me a little bit of munchy. At least a snack.
Yep.
And for all of you that are here, if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. If you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, the NY Yankee Mania family, or the Hardcore Sports Network, please consider subscribing to one and the same. Your support is always appreciated. And to make it easier, I've done a little bit of an experiment thing and put a QR code on here for Yankees The Ugly Truth. When I figure out how to do it for the rest, I'll try to do that. But trying to make things a little bit easier. And Rustad sets and fires a slider in there for call. Strike one on Martin. Count is 0-1. So do we have a comeback in our bones? Rustad sets and fires, and his slider is in the dirt. Count is evened at 1-1. Rustad sets and fires. And this one is hammered to left field. This one is going, and gone. That is Martin's second home run of the spring training. And that is going to tie us up in the bottom of the ninth. 4-4.
Nice shot there.
Beautiful shot. I mean, that kid wailed on that ball. All right. And the first pitch into Arias is a changeup off the plate. Count is 1-0.
Do we have a walk-off rally?
Yep. Rustad sets and fires, and the fastball paints the bottom of the strike zone. Came in at 94 miles an hour, and it is 1-1. Next pitch is on the way, and the changeup is in the dirt. Count is now 2-1 on Arias. Roderick was a international free agent signing many years ago and was a top touted Yankee prospect. And the pitch is off the plate, and it is now 3-1. But he is still in A-ball after 4 years, and the odds of him making the major leagues are not great. And the pitch is on the way, and the fastball is down low and outside, so that is ball 4. So Arias strips his gear off and heads to first base. Coming up to bat is Morales, the left fielder. And the first pitch is on the way, and it is down low and in. Count is 1-0. Brewstad sets and fires, and the fastball paints the outside corner for call. Strike one. Count is even out. 1-1. You're right, Jonathan. They did give him $4 million. And the next pitch is on the way, and that slider is in the dirt. Count is 2-1. And Rustad sets. Pitch is on the way. And this is lined into left field. And the runner is in at third base.
Beautiful.
So the Yankees have runners at first and third with nobody out. And the winning run is 90 feet away.
Let's go. We can win this one. Surprisingly, these are the guys that are getting the rally going. This was the same guy, Morales, that hit the RBI single against the Rays to give the Yankees a 3-2 lead. I like this guy.
Yes, it is. So do we have a walk-off at our boats? Situational hitting. A sac fly gets it done. Ollie Sanchez is coming up to bat, and this ball is driven to center field, and that is going to be deep enough to get it done. Honeycutt makes the catch, and the runner is going to tag. Arias is going to score, and the Yankees are going to walk this one off 5-4. The numbers for today's game are: Yankees had 5 runs on 8 hits, no errors. Orioles had 4 runs on 10 hits and no errors, and the Yankees are going to close this one out 5-4. I want to thank everybody for being here, and if you have not, please hit the like button, share the channel out. If you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, the NY Yankee Mania family, or the Hardcore Sports Network, please consider subscribing. Your support is appreciated, and if you are a member of one or all 3 channels, please please make sure that your notifications are set. All right, Evan, got any last comments on this game?
Yes, good signs from Big G, Giancarlo Stanton, the past couple of days. Hitting the ball hard, being patient at the plate. Looks like he's got his power back. Hopefully he can translate that to the regular season. Max Fried was struggling in the first couple of innings with his off-speed pitches commanding the zone, but did a better job in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th innings there to get it together and only hold the Orioles to a 3-1 lead. And pretty much from there we put in our replacements. Liked what I saw from Jake Bird today. And a good win, a good comeback win, even though it doesn't mean anything. It still hopefully will translate to some of our starters who played today. Some concerns here and there, but overall, not a bad game from the Yankees today. And good to see the young guys getting it done.
Well, I think it bodes well for the Yankee future with a lot of these prospects. Although Baseball America and the MLB rank the Yankees farm system near the bottom of the league, I think they're full of shit, personally. I think we're a lot better than people tend to think that we are. And the future will show. All right, I'm going to end this stream. Thank you for participating. I'm going to end with Let's Go Yankees, and we'll see you in the funny papers. Have a great afternoon.
Thank you.
I don't ever slow up, no, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love active and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast, I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. I don't ever slow up.